Hello, everyone.
Hello.
You can all have a copy of this. Do you all have a copy? The pledge? Okay, just repeat after me. Karmageddon pledge. I believe that love
I believe that love
is the most powerful healing force
is the most powerful healing force
in the universe.
in the universe.
Everyone and everything on earth
Everyone and everything on earth
is interconnected,
is interconnected,
and that our well-being
that our well-being
is linked to the well-being of others.
is linked to the well-being of others.
We are each other's teachers and healers.
We are each other's teachers and healers.
And hereby I make a personal commitment
And hereby I make a personal commitment
to form alliance
to form alliance
in a Karmageddon
in a Karmageddon
to connect, inspire, and empower all people
to connect, inspire, and empower all people
through personal,
through personal,
spiritual, and social transformation
spiritual, and social transformation
into leading a conscious evolution
into leading a conscious evolution
toward a more peaceful and compassionate world.
toward a more peaceful and compassionate world. Thank you. Welcome to Karmageddon. Thank you. Now, since you took that pledge, you're one of us. Thank you, Lee. So please spread the word and remember that. And now we'll start what you all came here for. We're going to have Lisa, would you please come and sit right anywhere? This is to honor you. This is about Lisa, the person. You've done a lot of good things for this community. You've been helping a lot of people. And you've been making a big difference in this world. And this is just to show you that we appreciate you. And this is to show you that you are not alone. And this is to encourage you and let you know when things get hard, with all the work that you do, that we know who you are and we support you. And don't give up. Just keep doing what you're doing. You really make a big difference in this world. And we love you and we honor you. What I would like to know this evening is about you as a human being. Because if any of us, you go on the internet and you start Googling Lisa Lumiere, it's a very unique name. You're going to come up with a lot of things about your work, the events, your education, the things that you do, all the activities. But what I want to know and what I want to share with everybody is, who is Lisa Lumiere? So I want to know about, we'll start by, tell us a little bit about your childhood. Where did you grow up? And how was your childhood for you as a child? You can start and take your time.
Thank you. I came from heaven. I think we were all neighbors. So happy to see you again.
Thank you very much. Now moving on.
Then I traveled into Japan, diving to Japan in the ocean. Because my last Japanese name, I choose it Ocean in Heaven, Amami. So little drop from the ocean in the heaven, drop into the ocean in Japan, and the baby always swimming, right? Secretly swim into my mom's tummy, and I believe I need to learn a lot of things from this life. So my mother was Oriental medicine. She was a Western surgeon before, but she really fascinated Oriental medicine, so she became the doctor for that. My grandma, she was a shaman. She knows all the herbs and the prayer. So my father was helping the children for the student exchange, the children Rotary Club or something like that. Very, very, very traditional, very strict family. I have to go back home before sunset. You know, in Japan has 4 seasons. Winter time, like 4, 5 o'clock become dark. I have to go back. And also, after 8 o'clock, the TV, it's for adults. So many people, children, oh, it was yesterday, the movie was great, and the dramas. I couldn't see it. And I was really dreaming to become adult. I can do anything I want. And I was very strange, very original child. Like, I really like the fashion. Now I don't care much about, believe me or not. I was crazy because I wanted a fashion designer, etc. So when I was little, go to school, girl wearing red bag, boy black one, but only me. I said I want to wear black, but all there in Japan history in school, there was a tradition like a military in Japan. No, girl have to. No, because when I want wearing this one, red doesn't goes well because my black hair, everything black goes nice. Yeah, I have to fight a lot with harmoniously, but so everything what I want do, I did it, but I had to fight in Japan and my family, everything. So reason why I'm in here, I love Japan so much, beautiful culture, tradition, I respect, but what I want to do and to live who I am, I have to spend a lot of energy and time in Japan to fight. But here, I can do anything at all. That's really wonderful. So I love Japan, but I'm so happy to live here.
Thank you. As a child, who were the people that you looked up to and you said, when I grow up, I want to be like this person? Who are the people that made you look forward to growing up and making a difference? Like role models, maybe friends and people on TV or comic books. Who were the people in your life that were making a difference in your life?
I wanted to become a princess.
You are a princess.
Thank you very much. Yes. First, my mother was a great woman, but so strict. It's not too much feminine. It's doctor, strict, business. I had a great respect for her. One day she brought me like a first cafe terrace and a fruit parlor. The waitress, she was dressing so beautiful and smile and great and serving the flower and the fruits and wow, I want to be like her. She said, oh, she's just a waitress. You have to become the lawyer, a doctor, or something. I said, but for me, it was very fascinated woman. It's very graceful. I was grown up Catholic school. because I was tomboy. I like to play like a samurai. I didn't. I like that. So they said, so they put me in the Catholic school for the good strict education to become a little girl. But I really liked the sister and the madre from the church. They are my teachers. I really like their spirituality, kindness, sweetness. They're always wearing black or summertime the gray. And it's natural beauty, but they never put beautiful makeup or flower, nothing. So I want to become a sister, the beautiful, and the Jesus, and helping the people. But I want to be beautiful. I want to put the flower. I want to wearing the dress. So for me, like it was, I created the imaginary model, the beautiful spirituality of the sister with the wearing the dress and enjoy the life. So I create this special imaginary princess. So
Thank you. So, when did you first start to believe or start to see that you wanted to make a difference in this world? What was inspiring to you? What made you decide that, I want to make a difference in this world. I want to help other people?
I started to think about it from a very young, because kindergarten was a Catholic school and all Jesus, and I loved it. When 6 years old, I got to the school. They said there is no God, and for the science teacher said that. And also my mother put me to Zen temple to learn the Zen, sitting, the meditation. And also when we were born, the children, we celebrate Shintoism. Shintoism is a Japanese religion. The god Amaterasu goddess came from the sky and created the Japan. The first child was the first emperor, etc. So Shintoism. And when somebody passed away, we celebrate the Buddhist way, so the Buddha. So everywhere I go, no, Jesus is God. No, Amaterasu, Shinto, and the emperor is God. And no, Buddha is God. Science teacher said there is no God. Okay, Mom, Dad, who is truth and who is not? Of course, they couldn't answer. Don't think about it, just study it. But I was questioning it. And I really wanted to believe everyone is truth. So some like ultimate, everyone call a different name, but I think the same, infinity or the divine source, sent prophets, right time, right place, a different religion to guiding us. And when in Japan it's the peaceful, each religion respecting each other, but when I saw the TV, America or other countries fighting each other, different name of the religion and the God. Oh, I hope everybody is the truth, and I really wanted to become an angel of unity. Everyone, so that was, I really strongly believe, and it was my mission on the earth. That was, I started to think about it from 6 years ago. And I wrote you know, that when the children write the school, the children usually writing. I went to picnic yesterday. Very cute, beautiful one. Me, I write. What is the difference between Christianism and Buddhism? People think I'm a little cuckoo.
Oh, wonderful. I noticed since I've known you, you really, a big part of your work, you focus on the children. You care so much about the children. And I remember even at one time when I was participating, you did yoga for children. You created animal yoga for children. You created dances for children. You're always helping the children. Why is that? Why do you feel that children are important? I'm asking this for a selfish reason. I just had a child.
First, I love to play with the children. That is my passion. I love it. Because I'm 3 years old. But my spirit is still like 7 years old. It's so much fun to play with the children. And I had my baby, my son, I was 16. So I had to go to school, I have to make money. Our father was an alcoholic, so a lot of story, but maybe another time. So I raised it, so I did not have much time to play with him. It was lots. So after I realized he became 21 years old, I started to become my business, my life settled down. Okay, now I can play. And he put me in his car. He was driving. I was pushing him in a baby car. Oh my gosh, I lost all 21 years. I was really shocked. I was crying. So couple of years after, until he became married 24, 5, we started to play. But after he married, he stopped to play with me. And yes, my wonderful friend Jared, he was at the landmark education. So they're doing like a self-leader program. How do you call it?
Self-expression and leadership.
Self-expression and leadership, yeah, program. So he was creating a special event, and he said there is best birthday ever for 300 children, 250 children, yes. And so he was try to like the circles of birthday party, something. But I thought that every time I was thinking, why not? We're gonna bring the spirituality and teaching very fun, like a spiritual Disneyland. That is one of my dreams to create, a fun way to learn spirituality. It's not my way to always. It's beautiful, but not 24 hours. I like to play too. So, okay. And I was sleeping and wake up and Dream Fairy, yes. So I took I had a couple license to teach something for children, and after that I started to take Radiant Child Yoga for the Qigong for kids. I was crazy around, and now I'm creating a very special one, like a Dream Fairy workshop. everyone can express their dreams with an artistic way, dancing, singing, painting, playing, anything. And at the end of the workshop, they're helping their dream come true. This is the beautiful part, and so that was thanks to the Jared, really committed to create the Dream Fairy. And I know many of you are helping me for that. Thank you.
Thank you. And I really believe in the dreams of children. They're not corrupt. As we grow older, we unlearn a lot of things. And but children are just innocent, and the dreams, they have no special interest except just to see the goodness in this universe. I remember last year we were talking about getting involved in a project. Was the smile of the children? Remember I'm going to just talk 2 minutes about that. It was a dream of a child. His name was Andres. Was in Greece, and he had a cancer and he was dying. And he would watch TV and he would see all the suffering, especially with the economy collapse and children on the streets. There are a lot of children on the streets. I don't know if you know that there is 50,000 homeless children under 6 years old in the state of Florida every night. So he had a dream about that. So he wrote letters to politicians, to famous people, and he wanted to see these people get together and help those children. He died. He died of cancer. But that letter actually made big impact, and people got together and they formed this organization. It's called the Smile of the Child, and they're helping all the children around the world, not just in Greece. They're helping around the world, and we're going to have an event here down in Miami, and we actually booked a lot of places, but there was a lot of politics and red tape, and Lisa was willing, and she was ready just to come and do a whole thing for fundraiser for the children last year out of the goodness of her own heart. So I know that she actually, she means every word that she says when she helps people. I have a lot of respect and appreciation for Lisa.
Can I say something?
Of course.
Yes. So after that, maybe I wanted to have a girl, the little girl, to play. But I was thinking it's lots of energy and dedication to raise one child. So why not? I'm gonna think all the children on earth is my children. So okay. So now I'm thinking, and I'm sure everyone has the same heart for that. And so Sarah, you have a beautiful heart. You are father of one boy,
Yeah,
but
one more child.
yes, the rest of the
We can have
children.
part-time.
Yes.
When do you want to babysit? No.
I want to play.
Thank you. You also mentioned something about as growing up as a female, as a woman in some parts of the world, you didn't have the freedom necessary, enough freedom to follow and pursue your dreams and realize or become who you really are. And that's one of the reasons that you moved down here. So I hear from you, I understand that there's a lot of challenges in this world. There is some parts of the world when females are, they don't have the freedom to be who they are. There's a lot of things that need to be changed in this world. What's your vision on that? What's your opinion? What can we do to make some change in this world when it comes to some issues like changing how we treat females and how we look at them as different or they're not equal. You know, what do you think we should do? How do you feel about that?
Wow, that's a very important question. Thank you. Yes, this world are very, very difficult. So, but the most challenge I see right now is I was talking with my friend, and I went to Malaysia. Malaysia is the Muslim, Chinese, and Buddhist and Muslim country at the same time. So August, very, very hot. There are, how do you call the burqa? Yeah, just the eyes and all hide. Yes. Wow, inside must be really the ocean, yes. Are they okay? Are you okay? They said, yes, we are very happy. We don't need to worry about it. You know, the Western woman, you have to drive, you have to work, you have to, that's really terrible. But we are lucky. What was it they said? I said, oh, you know, this was the information, education, they have it. So they think they're okay for that. They didn't, many of the women, they didn't think it's wrong. Maybe they didn't listen the heart, but they listen from outside, and they want loved from husband or family or something. So it is very important to go really deep inside to find who they really are, what they really want, and remove all the education, programming behind it. So we need to start from that. I think that is the first step. And if we can inspire to be very beautiful spiritual freedom, maybe they're gonna look, why they look so happy and smile. So that is the best way to inspire the world.
Thank you. And I really don't hear that term very often, and I'm glad you mentioned that, about spiritual freedom. What a profound way of looking at the challenge. A lot of people talk about religious freedom, talk about different kinds of freedom, but spiritual freedom is very important because sometimes we get stuck in our understanding of one thing or another, and we forget to look at the big picture. And sometimes we even judge other people, and sometimes we get trapped in our own beliefs. I can identify with you. I grew up, my father was Catholic, Maronite, and my mother was Muslim. And they both decided that they're going to teach me both religions. I went to Catholic schools, but I used to go to the mosque. And my neighbors were Coptics, and I went to Sunday schools for Coptics. And I was so much into martial arts. You know, we discussed that before. I was Shotokan, Tokyo, and I got into all the Buddhist teachings and all this stuff that comes with it, and Zen. And I got into yoga because of the flexibility and so I was so confused. I would be like 7, 8, 19 years old, and I couldn't sleep at night. I would be crying in my bed because I knew that one of my parents, when they die, is going to go to hell. And I didn't know which one of them. And it was traumatizing. And I grew up, and I believed that they were both right. But there is a phenomena that when you try to be open-minded and understand and respect and coexist with everybody. It seems like everybody hates you. If you take one side, you only 50% of the people don't like you, but the other side, they like you. You know? But when you like everybody, it seems like everybody says you can't like everybody. I'm grateful that you appreciate this and that, my way of life, but I don't believe that you honor other people's way of life. So this is the biggest challenge. And as I grew up, anyway, I came to this conclusion, that I had to accept that the creator of all things, and I believe there is a creator of all things. I don't believe, and maybe I'm putting my neck on the line here, but I don't believe this is an accident. I watched the childbirth, and I watched growing up, and I watched people, and when I studied science, when I went to nursing school, when I studied different things, I looked how the body works, how the universe works. There is a design behind all that. It is perfection. It cannot be an accident. So I believe that the creator of all things, in his mighty wisdom, created so many gates, so none of us would be excluded, so everyone can really enter. And the problem with some of us is we get stuck at that gate, and we refuse to go in, and we say, this is my only gate, this is the way, this is the only way, and this is my gate, and this is the only way to get there. And we forget that, you know what, if you let go and you actually walk inside, you're going to find yourself with everybody else. We're all in the same place. It's almost as Hippocratic as going to a restaurant and eating the menu and forgetting to actually order the food. You get stuck with what the menu says. Well, just go eat the food and enjoy dinner. Don't just sit here and fight with word for word what the menu is saying. Enjoy it. Live it. Don't read it. So, I have another question for you. What do you think are the other challenges that we have in this world today? Because on the outside, if you look at Lisa and you don't know who she is, you might think that she's just in her own world. All she does, she smiles all the time. She doesn't care about anything, what goes on in this world. She's not aware of what really happens around this world. But if you really get to know her and listen to her on a deep level, you will know that she's very educated and she's very aware of what goes on, and she's very wise too, because she avoids getting into controversy and discussions about certain beliefs. But she really knows. She's been around the world, and she's been around people, and she has her own spiritual and personal journey. So my question to you, Lisa, is what do you think, what are the other challenges that we have in the world today? We talked about children, and we talked about women. What do you think some of the other challenges that we need to work on to make some changes in this world? You talked about spiritual freedom, and I love that expression. I'm going to use that, if you don't mind, in my talks. But tell me, what do you think other challenges that we have?
The biggest one, what I see is when we are created the world, beginning, like before the Christ, etc. We need to have lots of male power, creation, building, lots of power things to create a world. This is the male quality. So now this power creation, create something, building things, it's try to destroy this world. So now, in the beginning was good, this masculinity. Masculinity has a good way, a good side and bad, negative side, positive side and negative side. Yes, it was a positive side to create the world. But now we almost created the same quality of masculinity, try to destroy the world, violence, creating war, etc. So we need to bring the world now is good, positive quality of femininity, the power of the goddess, love, caring, nature. So masculinity and femininity is not gender, no man or woman. Man has a beautiful femininity, goddess within you. Woman has masculinity too, negative one and a positive one. So in this world, lots of negative masculinity is everywhere to try to destroy our humanity, the world. So it's very important to bring a positive side of femininity, goddess power, love. So many people, light workers here, they are aware for that. And we are working for that. I am very optimistic. Like you created this kind of event and all wonderful people. So sometimes this peaceful organization fighting each other. My event is better. I have this event, so I cannot help you. Oh no, you didn't support me last time. I don't support you. I saw it a long time ago, many years ago in San Francisco area. The West Coast had a more spirituality, and now I moved here. Almost the same things is happening. So it is like my friend said, there is enough energy to create peace on earth. So we need to work together individually with wonderful things. That's great. But really supporting each other.